All right. So here we are today. Another chat. This is Elon Podcast Live. I'm your host, Mark Rose, and we have Ellie, my co-host, and we have a special guest, Mr. James Camper. So James, me and James have been following each other on Instagram for like a few years, and I've been seeing your journey. You're a law graduate, correct?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. And so is your goal is to be an official lawyer, of course, right?
Correct. I haven't taken the bar just yet. I recently graduated. So I graduated in California. So here we do have to take the bar exam. And I'm looking to do that. They only offer it twice a year, and I'm still trying to figure that out. But I'm looking to take it probably in February of 2024. Thereafter, I'll go on to be a licensed attorney.
Okay, way to go, way to go. Yeah, I've noticed that, and then online, I like anything that you speak about online or post, or sometimes I've peeped you in certain like comments and stuff, but like about issues that are going on. But I will say, I really love your perspective on things, and I feel like you really care about the world, you care about justice, you care about just people moving forward and being treated fairly, and that's one
Yeah.
thing I picked up on you for sure.
So
So.
thank you. Like you said, we have been following each other for quite a while, quite a few years. And you're down in what, South Carolina, right?
Yes, like I
Oh,
migrate.
I remember that. And you're up, I listen to a lot of your music, and I know you're an upcoming performer, and I definitely have been entertained by a lot of things that you have posted as well. But you're absolutely right. I'm definitely a big believer in justice and fairness and equity, and of course, that's one of the main reasons I went to law school. I wanted to be a part of the conversation, be a part of be more than just a part of the conversation. I wanted to be a part of the solution. To a lot of those conversations, and I felt like a law degree would definitely be very instrumental, in helping and assisting in doing that. So, yes, anything. I'm a big news junkie, so things that are going on in the news, I definitely usually commentate about it or kind of post about it, kind of try to spread the word as well.
Commentator. That's what I meant to mention because I've realized that. But I really like seeing you online commenting on things and like giving your opinion. I feel like we live in a world to where we do have like a lot of opinions, but then we also have a lot of people who are like scared to talk and give their opinions about what's right. And I feel like with you, I realize you don't care. You're going to speak your opinion about what you feel is right. And that's what I really like. I feel like we definitely need people like you in this world to do that for sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And I think most people that went to law school, most lawyers in general, are kind of the same way, where they're. I'm sorry, but am I sweating? Well, like I'm sweaty.
No, you're fine.
No, no, but does it
Let
look
me
like?
see. No, you're pointing. No, you're fine. I wasn't even. No, you're good. I think it's like you're pointing it out. So I didn't even.
Oh, because okay, I'm sorry. Because like I said, I am in my car, or whatever. It is California in July, so.
Hey, July.
But okay, but I got my little towel here. I'm sorry.
Wait, are you from originally from California?
I'm not. I just moved here in well, just to go to law school actually. So back in 2019, I moved here, just to complete law school, and now I'm actually thinking about going back. I'm originally from Georgia. Well, I was born in Indiana, but I was raised in Georgia. So I consider Georgia to be home.
Oh, nice. Okay. So do you miss it?
Absolutely. I'm a Southern guy at heart. Southern sayings and slangs and Southern foods. I mean, Southern hospitality. That's all me. That's who I am at heart. So I definitely miss the South. I definitely I want to go back. I've been wanting to go back actually since I completed school. But of course, I want to maybe just finish the bar first and then, complete that journey and then probably go back thereafter. But absolutely. Even if it's not Georgia, think about maybe Florida or just Alabama or Texas, just somewhere away from California, because California is definitely an acquired taste, and I
Acquired.
acquired it.
So why do you say that California is an acquired taste?
Well, most. And by the way, California is a large state, right? Like it's a very large state, a lot of different cities. I live specifically in LA. So LA predominantly people move here for the industry, for whether they want to act, sing, they want to party a lot, go to a lot of different events. Um, and that's just that's not the reason I moved here. So if you're not really here for that purpose, it can be kind of hard to maybe meet people or
Yeah.
maybe able to find things to do. Just find like just regular things to do, like kind of things I like to do. But there are different parts of California. There's Sacramento, San Francisco, and San Bernardino, San Diego, other areas that are not so industry based. But beyond that, usually it's hot here. The 4 years I've been here, I've seen that it's pretty much summer, 10 months out of the year. Um,
That's
and you really 2 months of it cooling down a little bit. And, that's a lot to deal with. Most people, if you're from here and that's all then hey, but, here in Georgia, we experience all 4 seasons. So,
yeah.
it's not humid every month, like literally from, I would say, March all the way to October. Really, it's just like 100 degrees, like
Oh
every
my,
day. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with.
yeah, that's a lot, especially in Hollywood. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But Hollywood, so what let me see. So you're around, do you like commonly like on a monthly basis, do you see like a lot of big names?
Not a monthly basis, and keep in mind, I don't go out a lot. I don't go like to a lot of parties and clubs and stuff. But I have seen some people. I've seen I think I saw Steve Harvey before walking around. I saw like the Wayne's brothers. That I don't even know which ones, but at least two of the brothers, downtown LA before. Um, I've seen. Oh, I go to this church I go to, West Angeles. Actually, it's a pretty famous church, like a mega church in the African American community. And actually, at that church, a lot of the stars come to that church. So most of the people I saw has been really just on Sundays. I've seen Angela Bassett goes here. Tyler, people from Tyler Perry's, a lot of his movies.
Mhm.
Go here. Courtney B. Vance comes here. Judge Maybelline Ephraim,
Yeah.
she goes here. Uh, Judge Mathis, I've seen him. Denzel Washington goes here. Um,
Occasionally,
uh,
no.
one A star. Oh, Irvin Magic Johnson. He goes here and his wife. So yeah, I see most people that I've seen, I see them actually at this church. But, just out and about. It's definitely possible. Like if you go to like certain parts of Hollywood and like to the restaurants and things like that. But just kind of out and about. I don't see a lot of people.
Right. Okay. Well, speaking of big names, we're gonna go ahead and I want to talk about this, get into this real quick. So let's talk about your current lawsuit with BET that deals with the College Hill series, Amber Rose and Jocelyn Hernandez having a fight. Can you fill us in on why, the what, the when, the whole situation?
Yes, yes. So before, of course, there's a show called College Hill on BET. Actually, it airs on BET Plus now, which is a streaming service, online streaming service that people uh, are charged $9.99, and you can stream all types of different shows and things. So this particular season two, Celebrity Edition, there were a lot of advertisements regarding a physical altercation
Mhm.
between Amber Rose and Jocelyn Hernandez. And the advertisements came in the form of the trailer. The advertisements came in the form of a screenshot that showed the two engaged in a physical altercation, disseminated all over social media. The advertisement came in the
Okay. So James, so right now there's a lawsuit that you have going on right now with BT College Hill over incident that happened, an altercation between celebrity. So can we talk about that?
Yes, thank you. So yes, when College Hill was promoted by BET for this season, they promoted it was a full trailer, a 2-minute trailer, promoted a variety of things. However, at the end of that trailer, it promoted that there would be a physical altercation between Amber Rose and Jocelyn Hernandez, who we both know, big influential stars. Now, besides the trailer, there was also interviews by the cast that was basically promoting this fight as well. There was an interview by Jocelyn Hernandez on the show Drink Champs that was promoted on Revolt TV. I'm talking about the fight, telling the American public how much she beat up Amber Rose. There was also a screenshot of the two engaged in a physical altercation. Of course, this screenshot could have only came from BET. So based on all those things combined, a reasonable viewer would believe that if they subscribed to the BET Plus network, they would be privy to a physical altercation between these two people. And I subscribed to the BET Plus to specifically watch this show, specifically watch. I mean, among other things, everything that was promoted in the trailer. But one of the reasons I did subscribe was to watch the physical altercation. I mean, I'm just being honest, right? I mean, some people wouldn't say that out loud, but I'm being honest. I wanted to watch this physical altercation. It was promoted. It was advertised. I paid my $9.99. I want to see it. I watched the first 5 episodes, and in the trailer for the 6th episode, it promoted this fight again. So people that subscribe because of this fight, we're on the edge of our seats now. They're like, next episode, they're gonna show this fight. If we get to the 6th episode, and about 15 minutes into the episode, a message flashes across the screen that says, "We have decided not to show this fight." So based on that, I filed a lawsuit against BET, against Paramount Global, which is the parent company of BET. I filed a lawsuit against Edmonds Entertainment and This Way Out Media, which are both the production companies in charge of producing the show. And essentially what the lawsuit says is that these entities engaged in false advertising, that they intentionally deceive viewers, our money to get our views, to get our subscriptions, and then did not tell us that they were not going to show the fight all the way up until the 6th episode. Now, as you can imagine, by the time the 6th episode happens, they've already got their money, right? They already had their subscriptions, they already had their views. They really don't care anymore if you watch or not. They have all that they need to make a profit. So, but I believe that, and I believe the evidence would show that BET knew the entire time that the promotions were going on. They knew that they were not going to show this fight, but they still promoted it. They still advertised it.
Mm. Yeah. So looking online, trailer for this series, and I'll go online sometimes that show yeah, that shows different clips and everything that's happening. And I was like, oh wow, I didn't even know that this was an incident between these two, that this was taking place. I did see like a trailer that two people were like having an altercation when the show was first airing. I did notice that on social media. And then I did know that like Jocelyn was involved. I don't think I knew who the other person was at first, but I knew something like that happened. And then, like you said, I guess I saw the clip online from the episode. I guess it was episode 5 before episode 6 that they were supposed to show it or whatnot. And then when I saw the clip from episode 6, because I was like, oh, this going to be the clip for the continuation of what happened. I was like, I'm interested. I don't have a subscription, but I thought it was interesting. And then I saw the message as well. And I was like, oh, wow. I was like, well, you guys kind of teased it. Not that like we're looking forward to justify it, but it's just one of those things. I get what you're saying. It's like, why do you tease something happening and then you don't show it? So yeah.
So, yeah. Well, absolutely. And, you know, a lot of people online, because this has become, of course, as you know, a news story. And a lot of comments online are saying, you know, why would people get this subscription just to see a fight? You know, why would you even expect to see a fight? Why do you even want to see a fight? But this lawsuit isn't necessarily about a physical fight, right? This lawsuit is about billion-dollar corporations that continually and historically have robbed poor and struggling Americans. Americans are literally spending their last dollar sometimes to support a product or to support a company. And those Americans deserve to receive the product that's advertised. So just the point that BT even flashed a message across the screen saying, we apologize, we're not going to show this fight, we don't condone violence, just the fact that they even promoted that at all lets me know that they messed up. They know that most people tuned in for this fight, right? They know that they falsely advertised this fight, because why else would you even feel the need to address the fight? So, you know, this lawsuit is not just about me. It's not just about a fight. It's about BT and companies similar to BT lying to the American public and receiving their profit and basically throwing up their hands saying they're going on to the next show, throwing up their hands saying, we're not sorry. We didn't do any harm to you. You get whatever we give you. Like, no, you're going to give us the product that you advertise.
Mm, gosh, yes. And I saw that you actually posted the document online, and there's been like a lot of talk about it. Like I've seen like other podcasters or bloggers posting about it and everything. So ever since you posted about this and all of this happening, like how is that for you right now?
Well, a lot of people have reached out to me. A lot of my fellow viewers asking me, "Am I going to make it a class action lawsuit?" Telling me that they want to join in on the lawsuit. A lot of people are telling me they want to help me. They want to help me in court. They will gladly be my witness because they are saying that they subscribe based off the advertisement as well. That they unsubscribe. A lot of people are saying that they unsubscribed from the subscription after they saw that there wasn't going to be a fight. So a lot of people tuned in specifically for this fight, specifically based on these advertisements. And also, I want to make it very clear that it wasn't just about the trailer. I don't know if I said this earlier, but it's also based off the interviews, right, from the cast. It's also based off, I don't know if you guys saw, it was a screenshot that was disseminated all over social media that literally showed Jocelyn and Amber at each other. And it's on my Instagram page if you haven't seen it, but they're basically in the physical altercation. Now, in the episode nor the trailer did they show any remnants of the fight. So right when the fight was about to happen in the episode, they cut it and put that message saying we're not going to show it. So what does that tell us? That tells us that this screenshot, unless the media went and broke into BT headquarters and put guns to the heads of staff and said, "Hey, we want to see the fight," unless that happened, which we know it didn't, this screenshot could have the only source that it could have came from is BT. So it further pushes the narrative that BT knew that this fight was going to get people to subscribe. They knew it was going to get people to view the episodes and view the season, and that's why they pushed this screenshot and pushed it to the media, and the media subsequently pushed it to us. So all those things combined is the reasoning for my lawsuit. And yes, a lot of people have been reaching out. I have a couple podcasters reaching out as well, asking for interviews, and some people are. I asked people have been sending me articles of other people writing about it and things like that. So I try to keep up as much as I can. A lot of people are, like I said, asking me to join the lawsuit, and I'm talking to legal counsel about that now, about if I should make it a class action or not. But we'll see. We'll see. It's a lot. It definitely is a little bit overwhelming, though, for sure, that it became a story.
Yeah, exactly. I can only imagine. That's why when I was seeing it, and especially since we've been following each other for so long, I was like, oh wow, I was like, this is definitely something big. It's a lot that's going on. And then I was just curious as to like how you're taking this because I've never known anyone or knew of someone who's been going through something as big as this. And like, if you're not already in the light, I feel like it probably can be like a lot that is coming your way. So I was just like, I hope he's okay with everything going on because I'm sure there's always like
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sure there's a lot of support, but then I also feel like it can also be about what you're doing.
well, believe it or not, most of the comments, most of what I've seen online has been supportive.
Yeah.
Most people have been saying, "I hope he wins." Most people have been saying, "I want to join." Most people have been saying, that's what they get. Things like that. I think the neighborhood talk is probably the biggest platform thus far that has posted it. They have nearly 1.5 million followers.
Yeah.
So when they posted it, everybody started sending me that link and showing. I didn't even know they were going to post it or anything at that time. I wasn't even following the neighborhood talk. So people started sending it to me, and I was like, "Well," so it was a little bit. It is a little bit overwhelming, of course, but I haven't. I've gone through a little bit of the comments on the neighborhood talk and other platforms, and very few people have I seen say he's going to lose or saying things like, you know, just basic things in support of BET, I should say. But the overwhelming comments have definitely been in support of my lawsuit.
That's great. I'm happy to hear that for sure. I'm so happy to hear that you're getting like support. Yeah, because like when I've been going online, I had seen like a good bit of support because I would like look through the comments just to see what people were saying. But a lot of people do agree. And I know that makes should make you feel good about that because like you said, I know it's not just about the fight, but what I really like about it is that the whole purpose of pointing this out and suing is just like, guys, you guys with these big corporations who have all this money, you're over here just trying to take the last dollar off of people who are just trying to support you, who probably don't even have it half the time or don't maybe not even need to, but they're doing it. And then entertainment is how like a lot of people in this world, how we all just kind of get through the survival mode of life sometimes. And so when you just have these corporations getting over on us for every little small things just for advertisement and money, it sucks. So it's good to have these conversations happening because you really did treat a conversation that needed to be had. And so I definitely commend you.
Well, thank you. And that's why I took your interview today, and I took that previous podcast interview because I want the word to be out about this. I want people to know their rights. I want people to understand that you don't have to just accept the behavior of these billion dollar corporations. You don't have to just take it, laying down. You can fight back. And their lawyer actually has reached out to me, believe it or
Oh,
not.
really? Wow.
Yes. Now, they haven't responded in court yet because they still have about 2 more weeks to do that. But all the defendants have been served. They all have the same lawyer, and their lawyer wrote me a nice, nasty 4-page letter um, letting me know basically that we don't agree with your claims. We're demanding that you dismiss your lawsuit. Um, you we're in court. We're going to argue this, and that. And I wrote him back yesterday and just let him know I'm not going to dismiss my lawsuit. I'm going to pursue it, and I reject his position on whatever claims that you're asserting. This is why I feel like I'll win. So I'm still waiting to hear back from that. But as of now, they have about 2 more weeks to respond. And if they don't respond, there'll be two options. They'll either settle with me, or we'll just have to fight this out in court. But either way is fine with me. If we reach an agreement, amicable agreement to settle, I'll be okay with that. But if this goes to court and goes to trial, I'm okay with that as well.
Okay. Are you standing firm on what you believe? And I like that a lot. You're standing firm on what you believe. And because like a lot of people, especially when you're fighting against, you're like a minority fighting against like a big cooperation and stuff, it can make I feel like it can make you feel kind of like, should I continue with this? Because it could seem kind of scary, but the fact that you're still putting your foot in the ground in what you believe and something that like a lot of other people agree with you and believe on, that's very commendable. And just like thank you for just being yourself and doing what you have to do. And really, really definitely wish you the best with all of that. And I hope it turns out well for you and why you're fighting this way and why you're speaking out. Like I definitely agree. Yeah.
Well, and of course, it doesn't hurt that I already have a legal education, right? It doesn't hurt that I actually did go to law school. I know how to, write out lawsuits. I know how to look up case law and statutory law, things like that. So that definitely helped, most certainly. I think a lot of people, one thing one of my other friends pointed out is that a lot of people don't fight back because they simply don't know how, they don't know where to start, and they don't know how it's going to turn up. So I definitely did my research on this. There is precedent of this matter. There's another lawsuit that's very similar, that's pending right now in a Los Angeles federal courtroom, over a deceptive movie trailer. So I looked at that case and looked at some decisions already made, and I was able to apply that case law to my case as well. And so I definitely believe that I can be victorious. I believe that BT not only falsely advertised, but I believe they know. I believe that deep within they know that they falsely advertise. Uh, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. This is my first big case, as a law graduate. So I'm
Okay. Okay. Okay, you're good. But yeah, so as your first big case as a law graduate, I know that's definitely like what exciting. Like this is your first big case. But okay, so let's go to you're in court or however it goes. If they don't want to settle, you go through court. Let's say you come out, you win this thing. So what's next for you?
Well, if I win this thing, that would be so amazing, right? Like I will kind of cement myself, to people that have, because people have already been telling me I'm going to follow this case. New even legal commentators and already established lawyers have been telling me they're going to follow this case. They're going to commentate it on their respective platforms. So if I win this case, I think that'd be a major victory for consumers, first of all, but it also will be a major victory just internally, just for myself. The fact that I defeated a billion-dollar corporation, and I'm able to kind of use that money to start my legal career and kind of start my life. So what's next for me would be to take the bar in February, and then after I pass that, I would want to start my practice. I want to go into mainly unemployment law. I want to specialize in wrongful termination, sexual harassment, gender discrimination, um, age discrimination, sexual. Here in California is very big. LGBT people have a lot of laws that protect them as well. So a lot of them can sue their employers and even just random businesses, they try to patronize based off discrimination. So California is a big employee-friendly, consumer-friendly state. So I definitely want to stand up for consumers and employees just in my field. But I also want to do a little bit of police brutality work, civil rights work as well. So I definitely will start my practice sometimes next year. And but beyond that, I do commentary work. So I want to start doing that on a bigger scale. Actually, being a lawyer is not even what I want to do full time or devote my life to. I really what I'm really passionate about is my being a commentator, like a host, or political commentary, social commentary, what have you. So I want my law degree, I want my credentials, but I definitely want to kind of use it to further advance my commentary career.
Wow, I like that. I never knew that. I saw like the law, but I didn't know the extent of you being a commentator. So that's cool to know. So
Uh,
do you
yeah.
have any like also like any type of like bucket list goals as a commentator?
I would like to be on CNN, honestly. I've always dreamed and about just being like a CNN commentator. When you think about some of the CNN commentators that have, been before me, such as like Don Lemon, Sonny Hostin, Van Jones, um, so many actually, but that I admire coming from that network. But I think a lot of them I admire and I want to walk in their footsteps. So that would be like the number one network that I would want to be on, that I would want to make content about political subjects and social subjects and anything dealing with like poverty or education. So I want that to be my home, but I'm open to other networks and other things as well, of course.
Hmm. All right. So James, yeah, thank you for just sharing yourself with us. Definitely want to catch up with you with what's going on with this and everything that's going on because this is a big case that we wish you the best. We support you here at Eline, and you got this. I mean, just keep doing your thing, keep standing your ground, just knowing that you want to be like a political commentator and speak about justice, what's right, helping consumers, helping the minority. That's already like a plus, and we definitely always need people to fight for the community and that community. So thank you so much for what you're doing and for just being an awesome like human being. But yeah. So do you have
Thank
any
you. Thank you so much.
final like closing words or anything that you would like to say to anyone out here in the world, anybody who's in your shoes or anything?
Uh, no, not really. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has stood with me since this lawsuit has been filed, since it has become a trending topic. Thank you for all your messages and inboxes. I can't respond to everyone because it's just so many on Facebook, Instagram, everything, even just emails. But I do appreciate everyone for standing with me. I do see your support. And if this does go to court, I would just love to see you all at the court house. You just sitting in the audience. That would mean a lot to me. To come going against this billion-dollar corporation, of course, it's intimidating. It's overwhelming. I told you that their lawyer responded to me and
Yeah.
4 pages of you're gonna lose, and this is why. Like so, that can be overwhelming. But I like you said, I believe I have this. I believe that the law is on my side. I believe that the people are on my side. So I thank you for the bottom of my heart for that.
No, thank you. And just wishing you the best and sending you so much love with all of that. And we'll definitely have to catch up as the process or things, go along or after the case is finished or, you always have a home here if you need to speak your truth. So, James, we want to thank you for just showing up today, chatting with us and like letting us know your perspective on what's going on. I'm very sure that so many people who are like following this case and you can learn so much and are very thankful for you being the voice because I'm sure it's not easy. But yeah, we want to thank you once again for chatting with us here at Elon Podcast Live. I'm Mark Rose with Ellie and James Camper. And until next time, everyone just keep being great. Bye.